Yeah, good afternoon again. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for joining another session with us. We are back, and I'm very much excited today, by the way, for this session. And there are two reasons for that. One, definitely, the second reason is the dynamic founders we have today. Both of them carry a very good experience, and the main point is the mindset. But the first one is till now we were working predominantly with the leaders, with the like Ayurveda fraternity, pharmaceutical giants like Dabur, Jhandu. We are working with some startups as well as far as aggregator platform is concerned, and we call us as an aggregator platform, aggregator for doctors, companies, and in this ecosystem, in this entire ecosystem of Ayurveda, startups have a very important and significant value. And I have seen the perception of doctors that startups are just for D2C. So I have seen that perception. We are working with more than 1 lakh doctors now across India. So the perception is startups are for D2C. They are just taking entire Ayurveda directly to the consumers, to the patients. And there is nothing for the Ayurveda doctors, and they don't want to connect, to be very frank, with the startups, because ultimately they are their competitors. They are killing their business. They are taking Ayurveda directly to the patients without the doctors. So that kind of aspects are there. But we are very much happy and pleased to launch and pleased to announce about Vigda Care. This is one startup which definitely will have certain products as far as D2C is concerned. However, prior to that, and the more important aspect is the mindset, that they really want to work with the doctors and they are ready to invest themselves, their company, their overall time, and whatever ethical way of marketing or ethical way of supporting certain research activities or certain other aspects to the professional community. They are very much ready to do that for the entire Ayurveda fraternity and entire Ayurveda doctors. So that is a kick for us, so you can say, or that is a reason for us to bring them on board and to bring them in front of all of you today. So my personal request, and by the way, all of you know that whenever I associate, or I means me as a Vaidya, as a doctor, or being a founder of this platform, we always validate the company, we always validate their products, their medicine. So I'm really prescribing one of their medicine which I am like very much liking, because the patients are giving the feedback. I will definitely share that experience today. That was my kick and my interest in this company, that this particular medicine is really working well, especially after this post COVID era which we are living. We have so many respiratory issues, respiratory disorders, breathing problems, lungs are not performing, and the product name is really I like, Breathe Well. So you are trying people to breathe well, which I think sometimes are not able to do. But just it's not a cosmetic name, it is actually working well, and it is actually helping people breathing well, which I realized in my patients. So thank you so much for this kind of quality and this kind of product, Amit and Deepika. So let me just quickly introduce both of you, and then I will definitely hand over the session to you guys. You can just quickly share about your aspects, about yourself, about your company, maybe a quick presentation for next 15-20 minutes, and then we will have some more queries and questions. And accordingly we will open, if any doctor, anybody who is like watching us live want to have any question. By the way, all of you are entitled for free samples. All of you are entitled for getting some merchandise and goodies from this company as a professional. Please let us know, please let our team know. You can post your email, you can post your mobile number in the comment section. We are right now live at 8 places: on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. So you can just let us know. You can inbox if you don't want to reveal your personal information. Please inbox us in any of the platform. Send us an email. You have our email ID. You have our you're following our page. So just inbox us. Send us one to one message. In fact, the chat bot which is on our site is our personal inbox. You can just quickly drop a message there as well, and we our team will definitely connect you to the Vigda team, and they will be sending you lovely samples, and their goodies and their merchandise is also top quality. In fact, again, I really appreciate that you are not just doing for a formality which most of the companies do. So again, Amit Mandhar, right? Sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong. So he's carrying 20 plus years of experience in professional world, heading different verticals before turning as an entrepreneur 6 years back. And with Ayurveda, very interesting, he's trying to bring differentiation with tadka of uniqueness. So I will be very happy to know what kind of differentiation and what kind of tadka you will be having of your uniqueness in the Ayurveda. So definitely you'll be learning more on that as well, Amit. And Deepika Chaudhary, she is carrying a decade of experience into multiple domains before turning into an entrepreneur. By qualification, she is an engineer and dynamic and a creative person indulging into a new field of Ayurveda, having vision of bringing the essence of nature back to our lives and expanding brand visibility. We are very scared of engineers, by the way, Deepika. So many engineers from IIT are taking Ayurveda as a D2C startups and killing our business. So I'm again afraid one more engineer
That's
will
where I
definitely.
mentioned
Yeah.
dynamic and creative. So expanding into the field of Ayurveda now.
Yeah, great, great. So, and interesting to know about you. So, I quickly hand over the session to both of you. I will be in the backstage. Once you will conclude your presentation, I will be joining you again, guys, and taking it forward. So, over to you,
So,
Amit and Deepika, and thank you so much for having a belief in our platform. Thank you so much for enabling us to be a platform or to be a carrier in launching you to the Ayurveda fraternity. The session is all yours. Thanks.
yeah.
So, on behalf of like Amit and including myself, we would love to thank you first of all for giving us a platform where we can speak about our the products, we can speak about our visions, and thank you so much for introducing us in such a beautiful way. So
Thank
we
you.
can begin with our company presentation, and we can quickly run through what the vision we carry as a company or stakeholders. So
Yeah.
Vigda Care, if I start with, so Vigda Care is such a beautiful word. It is a Sanskrit word. It means Vigd. So Vigd itself says that free from disease, and that's where wellness for a better life. We want to bring a wellness for a better life. So maybe we can continue with the same vision.
Yeah. So basically, thank you, Piyush, for giving us an opportunity to be part of your platform. And I would like to thanks all the doctor fraternity for making this happen for us. I think Dr. Piyush was talking about us as a team. What differentiation and what Tarka we are talking about. I think in a couple of slides we're going to speak about. We really want to make sure we are part of the community, and I think that's something which we have been investing for the last 3 years. So I'm just going to run through in my slides. Just give a second for us.
Is there an issue, Amit?
No, that's okay. I think there was, but I think this is taken care of. So, okay, thank you, everyone. So we are three entrepreneurs. So this is our team. I think Piyush has already spoken about me and Deepika. We have another co-founder, which is Rohit. So Rohit is behind the curtains normally. So he's been taking care of our backend, and that's which is one of the important line items which he plays for us. Uh, I just want to speak about who we are because we have been very new and we have been talking to the doctors who have been the veterans, and we are talking about the industry, and we are talking about Ayurveda, which is 5,000 years old. So, who we are first generation entrepreneur. I really want to highlight that, and I'm going to share a couple of lines on those. We are few crazy people aiming to transform ancient Ayurveda with modern Dharka. We aim to bring quality products which can be measured and have standard process benchmark. Products which are not produced on the basis of geographical location. So basically, I think what we are talking about is standard process benchmarking Ayurveda industry. I think which is something which is very important to have. We are talking about making products not based on geographical location, which everyone does today. Uh, so being proud Indian, we want to make sure we Indians also get the same export quality products in India, produced in India. This is something, one of the differentiation we as a company want to bring in, where others are making products which are for Indian market a different substandard product, which we call it as quality because it is benchmarking the Indian rules, the laws of the land. But we really want to make sure the quality, export quality products are made available to the Indians. Any product launch for Vigdacare goes through a process of panel expert approvals, where different industry experts exchange their knowledge on the ingredients, doses, followed with the controlled clinical tests. I think it is very important for us as we are new to this industry and we really want to make sure, for example, we follow the standardization benchmark. It is very important. Anything which we launch, we go with the panel approval and we have experts in-house and experts as the industry practitioners who really help us to launch our products. First generation entrepreneurs, first in the family to start our own venture and have a belief in our dreams. I think that's what the craziness all about we have. So between Rohit, me and Deepika, coming from a professional world, everyone has 10 plus years of experience based on their ages, to be very honest. But then, yes, we found a great team and we thought, why don't we fulfill our dreams and our beliefs, which we follow. We are serious about our beliefs and values, and I'm going to explain you how we are serious about. We also have realized, for example, the few other focus on launching multiple products to penetrate quickly. And this is what the competition does. As Dr. Piyush was talking about, what is the most easiest thing? Being a marketer, launch 100 products, being on social media, go to B2C, and your company valuation goes multifold. But as a company, what we are focusing on? We focus on value chain. Company which is 3-year-old have been investing into research, setting up ecosystem, collaborating with CSIR, ISBT, scientists and doctors. See, this is what the uniqueness I was talking about. This is the Tadka we are talking about. While we've been young as a company, we were investing into research. We were making sure the right ecosystem, the Ayurveda gurus, the Ayurveda knowledge warehousing is with us, and we can create some unique, good products for the market. Seriousness comes when you invest your own limited funds and have a roadmap larger than life. This is so
Best part.
So this is so important because I have seen in past when people launch 2 products, they are looking for investment right from day one, and that's where they are only looking at money making. We want to be one of the industry, or we want to be part of the industry which going to last long. That's what our core vision is. We have set up our own facility in a very short time. Like for example, in 3 years of working, where we have just 3 products, which I'm going to be talking about at a later stage. We have set up our own facility to ensure process standardization and quality is not compromised, which is very unique and very important for us. And that's part of our DNA. Journey so far. In last 3 months, so basically, people are going to talk about why last 3 months. So as a company, we are 3-year-old. We have been investing heavily on the product finalization. We have been investing highly on making sure the right ecosystem has been done. And we have been connecting to maybe the best of the gurus of the industry. And it is not geographically binded. So there are people on board from Himachal. There are people on board from Delhi. There are people on board from Himachal. So that's where the DNA is. We have been getting the feed from different part of India, which is itself, India is itself is a multi-country by default. So we have 3 products. What we have achieved in the last 3 months is 3 products, 100 plus doctors on board, customer 10,000 plus, and states we have been focusing currently is 2. We have been primarily focusing on Delhi, NCR, and Himachal. Next milestone. We are for the next 3 quarters. We are talking about 30 plus products. We are talking about 1,000 plus doctors. We are talking about 1 lakh plus customer to be served. And states we're going to be focusing upon is more than 11. Now, this is where Dr. Piyush was talking about. As a company where everyone is looking at making ease money, focusing on B2C, we really want to work with the doctors. Doctors are very important for us. We believe in doctors are the guiding principle to any industry. And when it comes to Ayurveda or any medical fraternity, doctor is very important. We really want to make sure we learn know-hows from the doctors, which we have been doing right away. We create product for the doctors so that they can serve their community. So we are not taking any customer from anyone. We really want to bring the quality products back to the doctors so that the customer gets quality, export quality products in India. Some of the glimpse of what we do. Okay. So some of the glimpse which we are talking about. So basically, when we say modern Ayurveda, we talk about rejuvenating health with modern Ayurveda. So as a company, we promote preventive healthcare, primarily focusing on that because Ayurveda is also about giving the right dose, right ingredients at the right time. Because if you are healthy, you will not lead to disease. I think that's what the focus area is. That doesn't mean we don't are coming up with post medical treatments or when the person is unwell, but the main focus area is on something called preventive healthcare. Three P's for us as a company. As we said, for example, being a startup, being a 3-year-old company, we really been making sure our investments are done with the principle, and we want to ensure our DNAs are being benchmarked properly. So how we can do that? So we have 3 P's when we speak about our objectives and restoring health. 3 P's we follow is preventive healthcare, programs, and products. Very important 3 P's. I'm going to just quickly run through why these are 3 important P's. Preventive healthcare is proactively focusing on your preventive healthcare because we believe in, for example, today the lifestyle is something like we can't plan our lifestyle. If we go to the young generation, which is large in India, and we say, for example, you have to follow the principle of lives, people can't do that. They can't change their lifestyle. They are having long working hours. They have a different lifestyles. And if you look at a change, it is not possible. So we really want to make sure, for example, can we create something where if they don't change their lifestyle, can they still be benefited from the disease which they're going to be incurring because of their lifestyles? So that's something where we've been focusing on products, on preventive healthcare as a key area. Programs, very important because we've been talking about fair trades. Today, when you want to be part of ecosystem, you want to be part of the community, fair trades plays an important role. It is not about a manufacturer, it is not about doctors, it is not about the end consumer. It is also about the producer. If the producer, which is we are talking about Ayurveda herbs, they are not produced well with the right benchmark, I think the quality has been compromised on the level 1. If it has been compromised on level 1, means whatever we do, we're going to be making a fool of industry, saying that we have been giving a good quality product. So we want to make sure the complete supply chain has been focused. Sustainable harvesting has been key focus area. The reason being is we all know, and I think you are all gurus. We have been talking to the doctors. We all know, for example, the right herbs grows at the right place. So we have to ensure that, for example, the harvesting has been taken care of. Community focus, I just spoke about. Spreading health awareness is, again, we are looking at channels like Dr. Piyush, channel like our own, where we really want to educate people that health is important, and then that's something we want to really focus on as our DNA. Products, companies could be good at focus, companies could be great at their programs, but are the products available? Yes, that's something the key focus area for us is. We have been going back doors and doors. We have been talking to the doctors. We want to ensure the products are available to the masses. I think that's our objective. If we can produce quality products, which is export quality products, it should be available to Indian masses. That's what we are looking at before we look at an international market, which we're going to talk about at a later stage.
So in our mantra, we say a healthy outside starts from the inside. So like in initial introduction, Dr. Piyush introduced me that as an engineer and in putting my experience as a dynamic person, I'm indulging myself into a field of Ayurveda and want to bring the essence of nature back to our lives. With that, I mean, like, I believe that as we are growing, we are gaining something, and but we are losing also. What we are losing? We are losing the essence of nature. We are losing the purity. We are losing the nutritional values, and that's where the lifestyle which we are following today is having an adverse effect on our body, and that's where it has become a challenge to take care of your inner health. And that's where Vigda Care, as a Vigda Care vision, we are trying to build a platform where we want to bring the essence of nature, where we want to bring the exact purity, exact combination of Ayurveda, and giving into the form of medicines or in the different forms where people can do with their lifestyle without impacting the lifestyle. They can have the best impact of it and can live a healthy life. So that's where a healthy outside starts from the inside. So we have to take care of your our inner health.
A value proposition which we want to bring to the table has been like a 5 key areas. Ayurveda, of course, science of life, no side effect, and of course we have been talking about the key focus into Ayurveda. So we have been company which has been currently focusing only on Ayush product line. Preventive healthcare is the other line item which we've been talking about, which we touch base. Research is a key focus area from a value proposition for us. Traceability is something which is new, but we really want to make sure all our herbs which are being put into making the product, it should be certified. So which means if I'm talking about certified organic herbs, I can do the traceability. I think that's something which we have been talking about, and that's something which we be really focusing on as a company.
And again, adding on why Ayurveda, there would be a question. So Ayurveda, as we all know, Ayurveda is like from the ages. It's from the ancient times, and we all know. And it has no side effect. I believe Ayurveda अपने में ही बोलता है आयु and till death. तो हमको मरना तो निश्चित है. I always says कि why don't we live a healthy life where we know we can prevent ourselves in a healthy way, where we know we can cure ourselves in a better way using a medicinal plants. And that's where Ayurveda, we know the benefits of Ayurveda comes from your own kitchen. And that's where I believe the best part of Ayurveda is bringing the right quality, the right combination. And that's where we want to play a role, doing the research and development, collaborating with CSIR and experts, where they help us to give us a vision with the right combination and bringing the right quality products to the market.
And half of the time those are scientifically proven, because anything which comes from a research lab, which we're going to talk about, we are also investing into, it also talks about, for example, everything is being scientifically proven before it goes to the market. Introduce.
So again, introducing our brand, like Vigda Care is a company name, and Ridvi is again a beautiful Sanskrit word which means close to heart. And why we kept this as Ridvi, close to heart, because everything which is close to our heart, we want to make sure that it is close to the others as well. Because if you see the dynamic and the creative part, every logos, every names has been designed by itself me, and it's been a long emotions attached to each name, and that's where Ridvi means close to heart, and we want to make sure that it becomes close to everyone. These are our current three products which we were talking about. The one is Immuse Pro, by the name is Immuse Pro, Revive and Breathe Well.
Yeah.
And if we talk about Immuse Pro, if you say Immuse itself says that I am must. So each name, is being emotionally connected, that you can at least connect with the names. You don't feel like it is not ours.
Yeah. So I would just add, for example, Dr. Piyush was talking about Breathe Well. I think I'm talking about I am must.
Yeah. So again, Immuse Pro, an immunity modulator in collaboration with CSIR experts, Government of India, and again with an Ayurveda, modern Ayurveda Turka.
So I would say, for example, of course, we're going to give you the combination of it, but this is the only product which is today in the industry which has herbs, spices, and tea.
So it is not just a normal immunity. Why the differentiation about this immunity? If we say that it's not a regular immunity, it is a different, unique combination of tea, herbs, and spices, where you will not see any type of combination till now in the market available as immunity. And we can say this. There is a small AV. Maybe if you want to run through.
Yeah, we will run. Yeah,
Presenting Ridvi's Immuse Pro tablets in collaboration with CSIR IHPT Laboratories, Government of India. Not just an immunity booster, it's enriched with power of 7 for health and safety of entire family. Most effective formulation of clinically tested herbs. Right quantity, perfect combination, a must for everyone. Immuse Pro tablets, because prevention is better than cure. Ridvi's Immuse Pro tablets from the house of Vigda Care.
So again, powerful 7 combination of unique combination of herbs. It has a 7 powerful ingredients. If we talk about the ingredients, why we call it as a powerful ingredients, if you see each ingredient, it talks about itself. We know how important tulsi is, and the tulsi, moringa, giloy, dalchini, salt, somparni, and kali mirch. It's a unique combination. When we see each ingredients, tulsi talk about itself. Tulsi known as a queen of all herbs. Moringa, we all know, is a house is full of vitamin C. Giloy, we all know that it is an immunity booster. Similar with the Kali Mirch, we all know. The best part is it is a unique combination, and the ingredients are actually in the process which we talk about. The process is patent actually by CSIR, and that's the differentiation we carry as an immunity in the field of immunity if we talk about.
And basically, for example, people sometimes talks about what is so special about it. For example, we all know about moringa, tulsi, giloy, kali mirch, and the other ingredients we are talking about. I think I will run through a couple of slides where the director CSIR would talk about, and I can also speak about. It is about it is about which type of tulsi or moringa you've been talking about, which type of giloy you've been using about. So we are giving the scientific name by which means, for example, it shows what ingredient has been selected for making of this product.
And like in Ayurveda, we say that the dosage is very important. It plays an important role that what amount of dosage we are taking. And another unique point is we are having a tablet of 1000 mg, where the differentiation which we are carrying is the other companies are giving it like 500 mg or maybe 600 mg, but the right combination and the dosage is also important.
Okay, so just to pick this up again, we are not here to sell our products. We are trying to introduce ourselves. But I think you are doctors, and I think you really can relate to what I think Deepika made a point. We will not name anyone, but I think we have seen a lot of immunities available in the market. And why people, when people come to us and they say we are a little expensive, yes, we want to be expensive. The reason being is today we don't have volumes, but at the same time, what we have been producing is something a quality product, a product which can be exported by default. That's where the cost comes in. We use the ingredients which has been selected by an expert, and that's how it follows. The other differentiation is ethics. We are talking about 800 mg as a tablet, whereas our competitions or maybe some of the other immunity product line are available in the market, which talks about you have to take 6 to 10 tablets in a day. How that is possible? Because when we're talking about Ayurveda, is all about doses. You can just skip that. So yeah, you can go. So while everyone is talking about doses, how that would be possible? For example, that someone is going to be carrying immunity in his pocket, taking 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 in the night, which means either you're going to be not having it, or if you're going to have it, which doesn't go to suit your body because you're not taking the complete dose. So we want to be ethical in practice. We want to make sure the right dose goes in so that people consume and they get beneficial off from it.
So some glimpse of our launch with CSIR. The director talking about the ingredients and the importance.
आपको मैं ये बात बता दूं, आलू प्याज की तरह नहीं कि आलू का मतलब आलू। इन वाले पौधों में तुलसी जैसे है, तुलसी 7-8 किस्म की है। जैसे हम एक
Talking about the ingredients.
Importance of why this type of scientific names we've been putting in. Yeah, some glimpse of our branding.
Some creativity. So again, a creativity. So the other product is like Dr. Piyush says, breathe well, enhance your lung capacity. Okay. So again, a beautiful product designed in a different formulation. हमारी हर किसी के साथ एक पंच लाइन है, इम्यूस को हम बोलते हैं 7 कदम, साथ है हम. Similarly, Breathewell is having its own punch line which says 10 kadam har kadam. So it is having a combination of 10 ingredients. And again, if you see as a doctors or maybe as an expert, so what we have done is beautifully each ingredient is talking about itself. So, if we talk about the anthemol, which is Tylophora, which helps to increase your airflow, reduces the allergic reactions. If we talk about Vasa, it helps in treating asthma, bronchitis, sinus. Kantakari encourages respiratory health. And similarly, the other ingredients, every ingredient. So the formulation which has been worked is done by the experts, and beautiful formulation and the beautiful combination, which makes it again a powerful product itself. And it's giving us a great feedback. People are actually enjoying having it. The smokers, non-smokers, the pollutions, effects on the lungs, it is actually having the great impact. People who were suffering from asthma are taking now these medicines, and they are actually getting the good results. So we are actually happy seeing the great feedback, using the platforms of doctors, using the platforms of digital, and taking helps of the references.
Okay, so basically, just want to add something like, for example, all the three products which I think Deepika is going to be talking about. We already spoke about Immuse. We are talking about Breathewell, and of course, there are another product which is going to coming in. Every product has been thoughtfully done. When we were talking about immunity, we went back to the CSIR know-hows, where basically they know, for example, what they have created. There was a research done for 2 years, and I think our as a company invested into doing a technology transfer, and we thought bringing to the world. When we are talking about Breathewell, we all understood with Corona coming in,
Yeah.
they have really impacted the lungs. It was all about airborne disease. So what we're talking about is, I'm just sharing the thought of our organization. When we're talking about immunity is good, but still you are going to be prone to airborne disease. We wanted to give something kind of shield which detox your lungs, so which becomes a daily use stuff. It is also used for your chronic disease, which I think she was talking
So
about.
basically, the reason behind this great innovation product is because during Corona, like Amit said, during COVID, we actually understood the importance of lungs. Abhi tak we knew that lungs were part of our body, but we never took care of it. We never gave an importance to it. So that's where now people also know that how important the lungs play a role to our body actually.
A couple of
So that's where how
graphics.
important it is to breathe well. So again, some creativities. Now the third product is Revive, with a combination of coenzyme Q10 and curcumin with a piperine. You want to speak about it?
Yes, you can go.
So again, a unique combination, unique formulation done by the experts. We are talking about the combination of coenzyme. We know how important coenzyme is. During the studies, I also got to know and studied after the age of 30, the coenzymes which produces in the body tends to get reduced. And now the lifestyle also impacting it to the young generation, as well as the coming generations. And that's where coenzymes plays an important role. It is a most important compound. So nowadays we want to actually promote more of coenzymes as well. Now again, it is a unique combination with curcuma longa, coconut milk powder, and then we have a ginger piperine, which helps you to actually dissolves or makes your compound bioavailability in the stomach. It helps you to digest it more faster than the regular haldi, which plays a role.
Yeah.
This is not a haldi. This is actually a curcumin, which is the pure form of haldi. So it
Yeah. So basically, I think what we've been talking about is, if you look at all the three products of ours, the focus was basically bringing the right combination. We focus on not a single hub. That was easy for any company to launch. We focus on making sure, for example, we focus on something called a multi-hub. There was a unique combinations of ingredients with a great thought, with some kind of a controlled environment, a clinical testing before we thought we're going to be ready for the market to launch these products.
So again, we call it as a powerful a product is not we are talking about it, but the ingredients are talking about why it has become a powerful ingredient, or the product. So coenzyme, we all know, curcuma, we have tremendous benefits. So if we see the benefits of each ingredients, it makes a great combination, and then this product Revive help you to prevent cancer. It helps you to reduce cholesterol. It is good for your diabetes, for your joints. It is also good for your brain, anti-aging, antioxidant. It's a powerful antioxidant, and we know how antioxidants are important nowadays. And it supports healthy heart, reduces headaches, and many more functions. It had 21 plus benefits of CoQ10, the combination itself. So again, some creativity, like the creative says, obesity, energy is natural, anti-inflammatory, improve brain functions, and etc.
Some of the graphics
Yeah.
to talk about our products. So some glimpse of our events which we've been doing
Yeah.
all across 3 years.
So we donated a couple of years back. We donated a certain amount of sanitizers to the Himachal government. So the Honorable Chief Minister are appreciating the initiatives and efforts. These were the first launch which we did with an experts and the Ayush with the help of Ayush experts as well. These are the CSIR launch which we did with them. Now we are again proud to announce that we have done another collaboration with CSIR IHBT on malnutrition and the other aspects as well. So soon we would be coming with the differentiation, bringing in the forms of chickies, bars, and the different forms. So there would be a different forms and dosages where you can enjoy and you don't feel like you're having a
So
medicine.
that's what something I think. So
The
Dr.
unique
Piyush,
tadka
that's
we're
what we're
talking
talking about, the unique tadka. So we really believe in Ayurveda is a science which should be consumed by everyone. Now people feel that if we're going to consume Ayurveda too much, it is going to be increasing the heat in my body. तो वो सोचते हैं कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म होते हैं. So we've been working with the researchers where we've been talking about can we bring Ayurveda with a modern tadka, which means we're going to use the ingredients which would make sure, for example, when you consume जो आपका body heat है, and then for example the other effects which sometimes the Ayurveda gives because you've been taking the herbs, it has been controlled. These are
Plus,
some of the events. Sorry,
yeah.
please go ahead.
These are some of the events. Ayush Expo we participated, and some of the glimpse of events. These were the certificate of appreciation participated in exhibitions. Some of the CMEs successfully done in the field of Ayurveda along with the doctors, experts, MDs, and we are happy to see and share with you all. So the launch of products in Himachal Pradesh as well as Delhi.
A few of the feedback.
Some of the great feedbacks on Breathe Well, on Immuse, that people, there were a beautiful feedback I want to share. There is an uncle of mine, he is a doctor, but he especially gave me a feedback thanking beta. पहले मैं अपनी वाइफ के साथ 2 किलोमीटर भी नहीं चल पाता था, but after having your Breathe Well, I'm happy. I'm holding her hand and walking in the mall. So I'm proud and I'm happy to share that feedback with you all. So अच्छा लगता है सुन के when people are holding hands and they've been able to walk together.
Yeah, I think that's the motivation we get when we get good feedback about our products, and I
Yeah.
think that's something which gives us a kick, and that's what the differentiation we want to bring to the world. Now,
So this was all about as of now what Vigda Care has done, what are the achievements, what we have invested into in 3 years. Now if we talk about the upcoming categories or the upcoming products and the vision about it, so again we're talking about classical medicines, we're talking about taking care of the other body organs, we're talking about liver, we're talking about mental health, because mental health is equally important. Everything is related to your mind, and nowadays increasing the stress level, everything is now because of stress, the body, the lifestyle is getting worse impact. The skin, your intestine, if your intestine is, we all know that Ayurveda mein kya, normally everywhere how important intestine plays a role, because अगर आपका पेट अच्छा है तो आपका सब कुछ अच्छा है. So we have to take care of your inner health as well. So the cardio, sexual wellness for male and the female, where we would bring a different platform, where we want to give a platform to people who in India especially has become a taboo to talk about, sexual wellness, where it is the most important part of your life. Because if you're not having any issues regarding this, you would be always mentally stressed about it. So we would be giving a platform where they can talk about your problems, and the experts would help them to give the cure, or maybe we will provide the platform to channelize it. Then we're talking about the women health wellness as the day win vision, why women are important. I always believe they are the next generations, because हमारी आने वाली जनरेशन और हमारा आज अगर अच्छा है तो हमारे लिए आने वाला कल भी हेल्दी ही होगा. And the women, we know, they are actually the base of this world. If they are not there, they will not be able to give the next generation. So we have to take care of them as well.
To just summarize, for example, so what we are talking about is, I think, the slides are over. So
Sure.
we will just go back to the screen now.
We can
So I think in our glimpse of slides, what we are talking about, just to conclude, we were talking about how important research is for us, how important the doctor community is for us, how important, for example, the expert who have done brilliant job over a period of time are important to us. We as a company really want to focus on, that's one of the focus which we really want to work on. There are guys, there are doctors, there are people who have done many years of expertise, and they have not been renowned. We really want to bring those products. maybe we want to collaborate with them, making sure, for example, what good they have done in a small silos, can that be beneficial to Indian market or maybe to the world? That's something the objective we carry. So I think what we have been talking about over a period of time is research is a key important element for us. Launching is something which is our priority, but that's not our primary priority. We want to make sure we are ready. Only then only the product should go live. Otherwise, it becomes a mistake, which as a company we really don't want to do. Wellness is all about giving products which can value. Wellness is all about products which people feel when we're going to take a brand from, when we're going to take a product, consumer product from Vigda Care, the quality is going to be taken care of. So our new production from our manufacturing unit, which is going to be launching from 1st of August, you're going to see some of the highlights on the products, which would really impress, which would really make the doctors and the community to consume immediately. The reason being is it would be certified by national and international certification. Yeah, that's something about what we want to do as a company.
So now we are open to the round two of.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Amit and Deepika. First of all, excellent presentation, and thank you for having this mindset of I think that is the key requirement of having premium quality, because quality is one thing which ensures the efficacy, and as already the world is suffering, they are expecting now results as far as Ayurveda treatments are. I'm talking about the treatment part. So, first of all, thank you so much. I request all of you who have joined this session, kindly let us know if you need any samples, any product, any detailed information about the company. Our team will definitely be coming, we'll be connecting with all of you, and will be connecting you to the company. And as this is the first event, we'll be coming up with several more events and some creatives also in future. I know this is the first time you all have been introduced to this company, and this is a pretty new company as far as your knowledge is concerned. That definitely will take some time. But one thing I want to just right now mention here is, many times I have seen doctors are very much rigid, and they are very much sometimes like in a mindset that they don't want to start, or they don't want to try any new product or a new medicine or a new company. Or maybe they think, okay, chalo pehle sabko karne dete hain, kind of, let's think, or maybe let's decide after some time. But here I want to add one very important thing, because we are doing this entire exercise, the entire platform is to increase practice of Ayurveda doctors. So if you came to know any good product, any company, please try as soon as possible. You never know that that particular medicine or that particular product can add so much in your practice in terms of patients are getting, like for example in our case, let me just quickly give you this idea. So you all know that we have done an excellent journey in terms of this COVID. In fact, in the second lockdown, our clinic was one of the very few clinic being featured on one national news channel, along with the stalwarts of All India Institute of Ayurveda, Patanjali. Definitely, they were having some sponsorship as well, but All India Institute of Ayurveda, and there were one more doctor from Gwalior, and our clinic was there. So the entire program of half an hour was being featured by that news channel, just to ensure that treatment protocols. They were not talking about the immunity prevention and all. They were just talking about the treatment aspects. And with our very small setup, we were managed to heal thousands of cases, and to provide the, although we can't claim anything right now, but still our clinical results were there, and oxygen saturation, patients coming out from the ICUs, and we were able to save several lives, which we can say. So in that journey, we have done this exhaustive training, and all of you know about certain medicines which we have talked and we have guided to all of you, and many of you have given us this feedback, be it Trilokia, Chintamani, so many other medicines. You have got that in initial input or knowledge from our platform to prescribe that into the medicines of the COVID management and protocol. Now the cases have reduced a lot, but so many patients are coming with that issue of having certain kind of respiratory problems, and to that there were certain people who were suffering from these diseases like asthma, COPD and all. Due to this COVID, that problems has also been increased now for them. So there are two aspects. One were the healthy individuals as far as their respiratory systems are concerned, but when they got affected, or many people who have not got affected through COVID, but they have done the vaccination, and this vaccination is also sometimes making impact to certain people in terms of their respiratory functioning. So in those scenarios, when you are sitting in a private practice, you need something which can give them at least some relief and also some overall efficacy in terms of reviving them, which I really found in Breathewell as a product, as a medicine. Although we were using some classical, which I just mentioned, Triloki Chintamani, so many other medicines in our treatment protocol, and all of you are aware. But this particular product, when I used, this particular medicine, when I used with other medicines, and in combination of other medicines, my prescription, I got this feedback within. It is acting as a catalyst. Sometime within few days or few weeks, patients are coming back and they are saying that this they are having relief in terms of having like breathlessness decrease significantly, or their inhalers, nebulizers, or those kind of supportive system has been reduced significantly or eradicated from the protocols after some time, and gradually their other system of medicines also getting reduced, and now they are out of any medicine, only our medicines are going on, and that also we are reducing after some time, or maybe stopping if required, or maybe one or two medicines going on. So many times people also ask, ठीक है इसको मैनेज करना है, so lifelong medicines लेना, उसमें I think Breathwell can be one medicine which I feel, by my experience, that can be taken for lifelong also if required, for certain indications, and to keep them minimized, because certain diseases are curable, certain diseases are manageable. So we can't cure them, but we can manage them. And if we can manage them with these kind of medicines and products, which are very handy, a small bottle, patient can carry anywhere, they have to just pop up as a contemporary allopathic medicine. So that is the need of our. The Ayurveda needs to repacked and to be delivered in a way where people can easily just pop up a pill or a capsule, which is quite effective, equally effective to the classical. Although classical medicines and classical Ayurveda holds is different respect and a different level in our practice, but the problem with proprietary or patent medicines is the quality, which I think Vigda Care is taking care of. So I will not speak much more on this today. Breathe well. We will plan a detailed session. I will bring some case studies and some data also to share with all of you. But again, a very good medicine which I am using. I have to see or maybe prescribe more about like your other two products and maybe other products which are in pipeline. But to start with, I think Breathewell, you can vouch one medicine which I can also right now say that we are using personally. And as a fellow practitioner, I can very well share my experience and my data and my case study with all of you, all the fellow practitioners who are listening to us. And by the way, a disclaimer which always we put, we are not getting a single rupee commission from Vigda Care in any kind of business which they will be doing with all the doctors. That is our model. That is our ethical decision of this platform, that all of you can directly do business with Vigda Care, whatever capacity you want, and Indian Vaidyas will not have any single paisa out of that. We don't work on commission model. That is our ethical decision, and that is the only reason we are able to sustain and grow. And a very and an excellent news. In fact, I have to break up today, and we are very much lucky to have Vigda Care team with us for breaking this news on our platform. We are now listed, means our site has a page and a listing. We are enriching that, and we will be definitely coming to all of you, and we will be growing that data. But in India, entire 763 districts, our site is not now being listed and being mapped to all these districts. So the first, it can be the first, you can say, Ayurveda aggregator platform being listed, exclusive Ayurveda platform. It's not that we have another pathy doctors like other sites. So it's the first exclusive Ayurveda platform, you can say aggregator platform, being listed on the 763 districts of India. As far as digital is concerned, very soon we'll be nourishing and increasing the directories and the doctors. Already more than 1 lakh doctors are there with us. So very soon we'll be coming up with more. So thank you so much for this kind of support and this kind of encouragement. And again, thanks Amit and Deepika for being with us in this event today. We are very much excited to have your company, your organization with us as an associate, and we are looking forward to have many more exciting medicines and products in future. Please allow us in future also, whenever you have a new launch or a new product, we will definitely take it to the entire fraternity. And as we have now started our B2C operations gradually, so we'll be coming up with certain B2C campaigns where these doctors can talk in a layman language to the people, that what kind of benefits they can have from this herb. So I can see potential in your Immuse Pro and Revive in terms of positioning directly to the people as well through these doctors. So we can have this kind of session, and I request all the doctors who are listening to us right now, if you're interested to be as a speaker, to like speak, to learn first about them, and then maybe in collaboration you can speak about them as well, as per your experience and as per your like ethical ways which we can do. So it can be a case study, it can be a research data, it can be anything which you want to share on the basis of your experience, the ethical ways of sharing. Please do that. So thank you so much again for your time, Amit and Deepika. We are looking forward to have you in many more sessions. Only last question I want to raise, maybe each one of you can answer your own version, and then we will conclude this session. So there are so many companies you have taken this particular aspect in your discussion, in your presentation as well. So as compared to the old companies, or maybe the typical Ayurveda pharma companies or the startups, maybe 2 3 points where doctors can connect with you, and maybe take it forward, that why or how they should, maybe like how you are different, or what kind of aspects maybe they can in their mind, that yes, uh, my just simple question is, how Vigda Care is different if I have to explain to a doctor on my platform. So they'll say, okay, Dr. Saab, there are hundreds of these kind of companies, hundreds of these kind of products. You talked about quality, you talked about CSIR collaboration. Definitely these add value to the system. Still anything more which we are like right now, maybe
So,
not
Dr.
having
Piyush,
you
Dr.
summarize.
Piyush, sorry. So, I'm going to just summarize that way.
Sure.
I think everyone talks good about their product. I think no one would come and say, for example, "Mera product ganda hai." Sabka product अच्छा है, and I think I respect everyone. They are the part of the community. Maybe they are my veterans also. I'm new and I always want to be new. The reason being
Sure.
is when you're young, you have always urge to learn, and that's something our one of the DNA. When you say why we are different, I will classify that in a measurable form. In my presentation, I spoke about whatever we produce, the quality could be measurable. We want to make sure the export quality has been delivered. I think no one does that. You can go back to the doctor community, you can go back to the brands. How many people have export quality brands in India with the same brands? When they supply to Europe, they supply to US market, there is a different aspects to it. But when it comes to Indian market, they have been offering something which is Indian standards. I am talking about standards should be one. Lives are common. Why a American get a standard which is better than an Indian? I think that's the DNA we're talking about. Tell me who have come on your platform, or maybe which company talks about that they're going to produce something which is export in India, because the viability is not there. We want to make sure the quality has not been compromised, and that's something that's the best answer to what I think the question was, how we are different.
Great, great. I think that is an excellent point which you have raised, that export quality for domestic market. I will say the name, the tagline maybe, that you have export quality for domestic market, because export quality is for international market always.
Yeah.
And you are absolutely right. I have not came across any company till now who have like a different export like range which they are doing business in India through that. No. So great. I think that is a very important aspect which you have mentioned today, and we are looking forward to have these kind of export quality, excellent quality products and medicines in future also from Vigda Care. And I think we need to announce that very soon we'll be having one technical session with one of a very senior Ayurveda doctor from the professional community. I think you people are just finalizing the name and all, so please let us know as soon as possible. We want to have the registrations, we want to deliver e-certificates for that, because that person will be a bit very like senior level person.
Yeah, we
So
will do
let's
this.
wait for that, and accordingly we can take it forward. And to all of you, we'll be informing and posting well prior, at least 8 to 10 days prior, about that event, so that you all can plan and be available. And this video also will be circulating and posting to all the doctors who have not seen today live, so that they can be updated accordingly. Thank you so much again, Amit and Deepika, for your time. We are
Thank
looking
you, Dr.
forward to
Piyush.
have you.
Thank you to all the doctor
And
fraternity. I
thanks.
think we have
Thanks.
been, it was pleasure for us to be part of with all the gurus here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.